Hi, welcome to International Passports, the podcast that helps travelers feel at home overseas. I'm May.
Hi, I'm Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. We are language majors at Taiwan's National Ilan University, and we are your hosts today. In this episode, we are so lucky because we are making Luxembourg and United Kingdom.
Hi, May. I would like to ask you a question. So, what drew you to Luxembourg as a research topic?
First of all, I think the same-sex marriage in Luxembourg motivates me to choose this country as my topic, and I want to highlight the bright side people in the picture. His name is Xavier Bettel. He is the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, and he is as well as the first openly gay Prime Minister in the world. I searched some of his speech on YouTube, and I think this sentence touches my heart the most. He said, being a gay is not a choice, but intolerant is a choice. Due to this kind of recognize, I want to know more about this country.
Well, Luxembourg, I believe, is a small country. Is it correct?
Yes, it is. Luxembourg is officially the Grand of Dutch Luxembourg, and it is a landlocked country in Western Europe, and fitted between Belgium, Germany, and France.
Well, how was the interesting introduction? I have one question. Do I need to study any other language if I want to travel to Luxembourg?
There are three languages which include Luxembourgish, French, and German. These three languages are used in administrative and judicial matters. In Luxembourg, much of the population are able to speak multiple other languages. English for 80%, Luxembourgish for 77%, and German for 78%. And sometimes languages have link with education. For example, in Luxembourg, students in primary school are asked to learn Luxembourgish and German, and after they go to secondary school, they are required to learn French. Hey, it's great pleasure to meet here, and I'm interested about United Kingdom's culture and custom, especially for the hidden meanings of United Kingdom's national flag. Could you tell me more?
So today I want to introduce the United Kingdom, which is also called Britain. And the British flag is mixed with England, Scotland, and Ireland. The most popular British accent or the royal accent that many people want to learn or follow are basically all from the south of the United Kingdom. And London is the capital of United Kingdom, and it is also in the south of England. The Scotland and Ireland accent are quite different from the royal accent. So, today I will introduce my favorite three places to you guys. When the COVID-19 passes off, if you want to visit to the Britain, so you can easy to follow the introduction. So now I will introduce the three famous places in London: the Tower Bridge, London Eye, and Big Ben. If you want to visit Big Ben right now, you still cannot see it because it's still repairing. You have to wait until 2022. It's already repaired for 3.5 years. If you want to visit London Eye, I better suggest you go for the online ticket. It just costs you about 27 to 48 pounds. If you go to the place to buy the ticket, it costs you about 60 pounds. It's quite an expensive price. If you want to visit the Tower Bridge, and you can go at night, in the evening or in the morning, you can see different sights. It's quite a beautiful place in there. The best way to visit London is to take the city bus. You don't have to take the one that exactly you took before. You can take anyone that have the same outlook, which means they are all belong in the same company. And the bus just costs you about £50 to £35, and the bus will take you to all famous places in London, so it is quite worth it to do so.
Can you tell me more features about London?
So now I will introduce London in more detail. And London is a quite different place in the United Kingdom. And as everyone knows, London is the capital of United Kingdom, and it is a really big city. So of course it will be always a light at night, right? But in other city in the United Kingdom is usually all the shop will close about 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. All the shop will be closed, and all the town will just like the ghost town. No one will in the street. Just the nightclub will be open. But in London, not. All the shop is open, and all the club, all the nightclub is open. All the light is turned on. Nothing will be closed. It's quite different than other places. It's so strange. And in Christmas or in Easter is even crazy. The light is so shine and you cannot feel the night is coming. You feel like, oh, is in the morning or is not. You can see the sky is dark, but the light is crazy shine. Yeah, in London. Yes. So, but I love London always. And there are so many famous department stores like Liberty, Harrods, and Selfridge, and they are located in the Regent Street or Oxford Street, which are the two main famous streets in the London city.
Okay, thank you, Crystal, for your introduction for London. Can you introduce Cambridge for us?
Okay, so now I will introduce the Cambridge. For the Cambridge, because Cambridge is not that big city in the United Kingdom. The famous place in the Cambridge probably is the city center. It have a really famous market in there. They sell flour and fruit, of course, because you know the Newton's apple. So the Cambridge apple is really famous, so you can buy so many fresh fruit in the market. And also the famous Cambridge University is nearby the river, and you can take the boat in the river. But interesting things for the boat, you can negotiate with the people because always the price is quite different. They can see if you are the local people or just the tourism. If you are the tourism and the guys will ask you for a higher price, and you can negotiate with the person that you want a lower price, or otherwise you have to pay a lot. Yes. And also, as I mentioned before, the Cambridge also have the city bus you can take. So I guess to visit Cambridge is not that difficult. If you don't want to do the homework or to search something, you just took the city bus to go around, and then you can easy to follow all the famous places to visit, and it's the best way to visit the town.
Okay, thank you for your introduction for Cambridge. Can you share some features about Brighton?
So now I will introduce Brighton. And if you go to Brighton, you can see the famous building which is called Arc 360. And if you took the Arc 360, you can see the whole beach and the other famous place in Brighton. And another place famous in Brighton, which is called Seven Sisters. And the Seven Sisters is connected Eastbourne and Brighton. And Eastbourne is another place in the United Kingdom. And I don't know why the place is so famous. Probably is because the geography issue. And I've been there just once, and I know it is really a huge mountain or something, and it's really beautiful places. And for the Brighton Pier, it has this amusement park there, and it is really fun there. And so, yes, that's it. So that is our podcast today. So see you guys. Bye bye.